This video is brought to you by EA Game Changers. Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld again, and the time has finally come to officially talk about Battlefield 5. And I don't just mean speculate, I mean today we're actually going to talk about some of the confirmed features that are going to be in the game. As you might know, I'm actually part of EA Game Changers, and a few days ago, a few of us were given a ton of inside information. And so in this video today, I'm going to boil it down for you guys really simply. And we're going to talk about what I think are the best new standout features in BF5. So to kick off, the first feature I want to mention in this video, which you might have noticed in the trailer, is towables, like for example, the stationary AA guns. Because if you remember from previous games, stationary weapons can be very effective, but, and this is the catch, only when they're in the right position. Well, now you can literally move them and a bunch of other towable assets around the battlefield to wherever you need them to be. And not just that, if you find yourself getting strafed by planes in your Tiger tank, for example, well, you can just go and pick up an AA gun and tow it around to create your own mobile fortress. Now, the next feature on this list is another new one to the franchise, the concept of fortifications, which, and here's the interesting bit, anyone can build. And these are going to include things like sandbags and tank traps, or if you're running the support kit, you'll even be able to build stationary weapons. Fortifications are going to be available to build at key points around the map, like for example around stationary guns, so that you can protect them. And of course you'll even be able to counter destruction for the first time in BF5 by building sandbag walls in ruined buildings, which can also themselves be destroyed. Now, another really cool feature of BF5 is the new concept of the company, which is basically your own personal arsenal. And the whole idea behind this is to make the front end of the game part of the in-game experience and something you'll enjoy coming back to. Everything you unlock in single and multiplayer you'll be able to find in the company, and you can then go and customize and spec it out however you like, including everything from soldiers and vehicles right down to weapons. And when I say spec them out, there's actually going to be RPG style skill trees for just about everything. So on the topic of player customization, another thing in BF5 that we've never seen before is the new soldier archetype feature, which are kind of like sub-kits. And what this basically means is that at the top level there's still going to be 4 main classes, but you'll now have the option to unlock and choose from a range of more specialised ones. For example, if you like playing scout, but you'd rather run as an aggressive recon than a sniper, well, you'll now be able to select an archetype to match that playstyle. And this could affect what weapons you could run, and like I mentioned earlier, what specific skills you could pick from that archetype skill tree. Now, if you remember Commander Mode from some of the previous games, you'll remember the feature of call-ins, which I'm happy to say are back in BF5. Except this time they'll actually be able to be called in by the squad leader on the ground instead of by a player in a specific commander role. Some of the call-ins that are going to be available at launch are things like resupply drops, smoke barrages, and battle pickup weapons. But not just that, we'll also be able to call in hero vehicles like the Churchill Crocodile and the Sturm Tiger, as well as devastating rocket strikes like what we saw in the trailer. But finally, the last new feature I want to mention, and something you'll know I'm keen for if you watch any of my Arma 3 videos, is combined arms. And what this is a brand new online multiplayer co-op mode where you'll need to complete random dynamic objectives while facing off against AI. So in a nutshell, it's basically like a hybrid between single and multiplayer, which should be just as fun for new players as it is for veterans. And most importantly, everything you unlock in co-op will be available in your company, and everything in your company should be available in co-op as well. So anyway guys, that just about wraps up this video, but if you're keen for more inside info on BF5, well, have a look in the description below. At the top you'll see a link to a very similar video to this one about what I think are the best new changes and improvements in BF5, so feel free to check that one out as well. As always though, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and please subscribe if you want to keep up to date with my new videos. And also don't forget you can keep in touch with me on Twitter and Discord using the links down below. And of course, until next time, see you later and have a good one.